Not quite so long ago, say about 3 years ago, I remember a lot of talk about a transportation funding crisis in Pennsylvania. So I want to shift gears to that. Not a whole lot has been accomplished really since then. There have been a lot of attempts. You have a report that's going to be hitting your desk pretty soon. Is that August 1st or later this month?
It's in the beginning of August.
Yeah. That will probably have some recommendations in there with your Transportation Advisory Commission. First of all, do you know where that commission is heading yet on their recommendations?
As a matter of fact, I do. I had a meeting with my Secretary of Transportation, Barry Shoke, yesterday. In the late afternoon, he was taking me through where they're heading. I'm waiting for the report. This is my effort of trying to change government from reaching a solution before you've defined a problem to let's define the problem and then where are the solutions. And we really know what the problem is. It's been there for a long, long time. Revenues are down. I'll give you one example where revenues are down. The more fuel efficient our cars become, the less revenue we get because most of the revenue gas. You buy less gas. Right now, the tax on gas, I forget exactly what it is a static number. And if you're getting 25 miles to the gallon as compared to 20 years ago getting 15 miles to the gallon, you're not buying as much gas. Revenue for building roads and bridges goes down. So those kind of things are being looked at as to how we address that issue.
Gas tax is off the table, though.
Right. Gas tax is off the table. But there's a number of different things out there, including we've talked about private-public partnerships quite a bit during the campaign a year ago. But we're looking for a number of different areas. I am pleasantly surprised at the approach of the report so far, as it was reported to me yesterday. But they will produce this, and we'll take a look. This problem was there for a long time. It didn't catch the attention of the prior administration until about 7 months out from the end of their administration. They spent a lot of money. Remember what we talked about education. They put a lot of money into education. They didn't necessarily put money into transportation.
Well, there was a lot of exploration of public-private partnerships throughout that administration, too, though, and they just couldn't get it done.
And if we're talking about gimmicks, there were some gimmicks there with the Act 44.
Right.
So. Studies released on this issue have pegged our annual transportation funding gap at $3 to $3.5 billion a year.
You got a couple extra billion on you?
He works in radio. Yet. He doesn't know.
But what's realistic for this commission to come up with in terms of recommendations, and how long do you think it'll take to get us where we need to be?
Well, I think they're coming up with, and I'm not going to go into the details, but they're coming up with a 5-year plan for us to find some funding sources as to where we can get to a certain level by the end of 5 years. You don't fix something like that overnight. And we want to take a reasoned approach. Again, what's the solution to the problem first? As I call it, ready, aim, fire, not ready, fire, aim.